I am speaking to you now because your heart has been stirring with questions you push down when the room grows quiet and the air feels heavy in your chest, and I do not want you to wander another step in confusion. Listen and do not harden your heart, for I have seen the whispers around your life, the shadows that pretend to be harmless, and I have traced their path to the door of your peace. Be careful. This voice comes to pull you out of a trap laid in subtlety, to put light in your hands so you do not step into a pit disguised as a promise. You have felt it, how certain faces carry a smile that doesn't reach the eyes, how a compliment arrived with a hook, how a hand extended for a handshake felt like a weight tied to your ankle. You have wondered if you were being dramatic, if the sudden chill in the room was only in your imagination, if the late-night anxiety was just the echo of old hurts. You are not imagining it. The spirit within you is sounding the alarm, and I am turning the volume up so you can tell the difference between fear and discernment. Fear freezes. Discernment moves you to act with wisdom. There is a person who watches you in public and speaks your name in private, weaving little nets with threads of envy and entitlement. They think they can predict your steps. They think they can profit from your kindness. They think you are an unlocked door. But I am the one who sets boundaries on the ocean and says, this far and no further, and I am drawing a line around you now. You have poured and poured, and the empty pitcher in their hands is not a sign of need, it is the tool of a taker who learned to call the river greedy for not filling the sea. Hear me, your compassion is beautiful, but it is not meant to be exploited. Your patience is royal, but it is not meant to be used as a leash around your own throat. I am giving you permission to step back, to observe, to respond with clarity instead of pressure. When you feel that strange heaviness after a conversation, do not dismiss it. When your stomach tightens as a message arrives, do not shame yourself for hesitating. That hesitation is a holy hand on your shoulder. It is a protection that says, not this. Not now. Not like this. I am sharpening your inner sight so the same old tricks will no longer fool you, and the same tired words will no longer disarm you. This person's plan is not a thunderclap, it is a slow drop of water meant to soften your boundaries. It begins with flattery that sounds like music, then shifts into urgency you didn't create, then hardens into guilt if you do not obey. They will claim that your no is unkind and your wait is betrayal. They will try to make your intuition look like a fault that needs fixing. But your intuition is a lamp I lit in your spirit. Let it burn. You will know them by their fruit, not their phrases. Notice the pattern. You leave interactions doubting yourself, apologizing for feelings you aren't allowed to have, carrying the workload of two people, and explaining truth to someone committed to misunderstanding it. That is not peace, that is the taxation of your soul. Where my spirit is, there is freedom, and I am restoring your freedom, even in small daily choices that seem too simple to matter. They matter. Be careful, beloved. Do not reveal your plans to the one who turns information into leverage. Do not share your dreams with the one who treats them like raw material for their own tower. Do not put your signature on a promise made under pressure. If you feel rushed, pause. If you feel confused, pause. If you feel indebted for kindness you never asked for, pause. Silence is your ally while your wisdom catches up with your emotions, and I will meet you in that pause with clarity. I see how tired you are of always being the strong one, of finding workarounds for other people's chaos, of being the bridge that gets stepped on by the very feet it supports. I see the sleepless nights, the polite responses drafted and deleted, the long walks where you talk to yourself because no one else seems to hear you. I hear you. You are not alone in this, and you are not foolish for loving deeply. You are not wrong for wanting to believe the best. But love without wisdom is a door without a lock, and I am handing you the key your tenderness deserves. There will be a moment soon when they present a choice like a coin flipping in the air, demanding you catch it before it hits the ground. They will call it urgent. They will say it's only available now. They will hint that your delay proves your disloyalty. Let the coin fall. What is from me will not evaporate if you take time to pray. What is from me strengthens when examined, not crumbles under questions. If their offer can't survive your discernment, it was never meant to bless you. Prepare yourself. Clean your space. Organize your papers. Back up what is precious. Change a password that feels exposed. Put honest words to the uneasiness you've been trying to translate, even if you write them privately at first. Boundaries are not bricks to keep love out, they are guardrails to keep your future from sliding off the road. I am not asking you to become suspicious of everyone. I am teaching you to be precise about someone. I am also aligning helpers around you. There are safe voices I have already stationed along your path, quiet pillars who speak truth without theater, who want nothing from you but your wholeness. Reach toward them. Share gradually. Let trust grow like a tree, not a firework. You will find that when you risk honesty with the right people, the air tastes cleaner and your shoulders lower without you telling them to. That relief is a sign of right placement. Do not be intimidated by the thought, what if I'm wrong about them? If you are wrong, healthy people will honor your process and thank you for your carefulness. If you are right, your carefulness will keep a wound from becoming a scar. Either way, you do not lose by guarding your heart. From your heart flow the issues of life, and I am protecting your flow, the creativity, the courage, the laughter, the ideas half-written in notebooks that deserve the light. I am breaking the agreement you made with self-neglect when you were trying to keep the peace. Peace purchased by silencing yourself is not peace, it is a rented calm that raises the rent each month. I am replacing it with peace that comes from alignment, where your words and your worth agree, where your yes means yes because you chose it freely, where your no means no because you are not obligated to rescue people from the consequences of their choices. Be careful where you sit. Not every table that invites you is a place to eat. Some tables are altars built to your compliance. If you feel smaller after a meal, you were not fed, you were consumed. I am leading you to a table where nourishment replaces negotiation, where conversation strengthens your backbone instead of melting it. You will recognize it by how you sleep afterward. This person's plan will unravel when you stop supplying the thread. Watch what happens when you stop explaining yourself to ears that love confusion, when you stop lending your name to projects that insult your time, when you stop rescuing them from storms they chose to stand in. Manipulation is a kite with no wind when you withdraw your breath from it. I will give you phrases to carry in your pocket. I need time. That doesn't work for me. No, I've decided differently. I'm not available for this. Short sentences are bridges to freedom. You will not be punished for choosing safety. You will not be cursed for honoring the life I breathed into you. Your future is not a hostage that must be bargained for in rooms where light is unwelcome. Your future is a garden I am planting with you, and gardens grow with boundaries, fences that keep out what devours, gates that open to welcome what heals. I am making you a wise gardener of your days. I am also healing the part of you that thinks protection must always feel like loss. When you say no to a trap, you are saying yes to a path. When you step back from chaos, you are stepping forward into clarity. When you refuse to be used, you are refusing to abandon the person I called you to become. This is not selfishness, this is stewardship. Those who benefit from your fog will call your clarity cruelty. Do not accept their definitions. Your clarity is a mercy to your destiny. Expect the pushback. Expect the sudden sweetness, the urgent apology, the gift that arrives with invisible strings. Expect the story that casts you as ungrateful. Expect the performance that looks like repentance but resents accountability. Do not be distracted. Real change is quiet and consistent. It shows up on time and it tells the truth even when the truth is not flattering. Wait for fruit, not fireworks. I am opening new doors that require both hands, and you cannot carry old obligations into rooms built for your next strength. Release the roles you weren't meant to play. Return the masks you borrowed for survival. Your face is brave enough now. Your voice is steady enough now. The life I am shaping in you needs space to stretch, and space is made by the courage to refuse what shrinks you. I am setting a watch over your night. Where fear used to pace, peace will stand. I will give you dreams that instruct, not torment. I will give you mornings that begin with sentences of strength. I will give you midday whispers that redirect your steps around potholes others fall into. You have asked me for signs, and I am not offended by your request. Here is one. In the coming days, you will receive an invitation that seems tailor-made but comes with a time pressure that disrespects your process. Pause. Ask me. Another sign, an old contact will reappear with a chance, that costs what you cannot afford to lose: your focus. Decline politely. Walk on. Be careful, but do not be afraid. Fear tells you the world is only a storm. Wisdom tells you where to stand so the wind works for you. I am teaching your feet the balance of eagles on high air. You will not be blown backward by the gust meant to intimidate you. You will ride it higher, and the view will make sense of the path you could not understand at ground level. There are projects waiting for your undivided mind. There are relationships waiting for your unburdened heart. There are opportunities that do not require you to shape-shift to fit inside them. There is money that does not shame you for earning it with integrity. There is rest that does not accuse you of laziness for receiving it. I will lead you there by steps so simple they feel small, but small steps taken daily become a road. Gather your energy back from rooms where it stayed too long. Call your name back from conversations that used it like currency. Bring your attention home. Clean the altar of your life from the clutter of obligations that do not honor me or you. Light a candle, write a list, make one phone call, say one firm sentence, take one quiet breath. Heaven measures courage in small obediences as much as in grand gestures, and I am pleased with your willingness to begin. If you have been tempted to retaliate, to expose, to humiliate in return, hear me. Justice is not a hobby for those hungry for spectacle. Justice is a river that flows from my character. Give me the gavel and keep your hands clear of the theater of revenge. What is done in darkness will not stay hidden, and I do not need your heart to harden to make the truth visible. Your softness is not a liability. It is a miracle I will preserve while I take care of what you cannot. You are stepping out of the season where you confuse access with love. Not everyone who can reach you should guide you. Not everyone who can compliment you should counsel you. Not everyone who claims to know your story should narrate your future. Lift your standards without apology. The one sent by me will not trip on the threshold of your boundaries, they will bless them and add their own. I bless your phone with quiet when quiet is holy. I bless your doorstep with peace that refuses entry to agitation disguised as urgency. I bless your mind with clear sentences that cut through fog. I bless your body with the wisdom to rest without permission slips you right for an invisible court. I bless your finances with order that multiplies. I bless your name with favor in places that honor truth. And now, hear this promise: what they planned cannot overrule what I have predestined. The net they laid will catch only the feathers they used to disguise themselves. The stone they rolled toward your path will circle back to the mouth of their own cave of deceit. You will not need to watch this to be vindicated. Your vindication will be the fruit of your focus. Keep moving. Keep creating. Keep choosing the path that aligns with the person I am forming in you. Be careful. Not paranoid, not brittle, not suspicious of joy, careful. Your carefulness is courage with its eyes open. Your carefulness is love with a backbone. Your carefulness is the gate through which your next blessings will safely enter and take root. If you ever feel yourself in immediate danger, call for help right away. Reach out to trusted people and to local authorities. Wisdom does not make you smaller, it keeps you here to become everything I dreamed for you. Your life is valuable to me. Your story is not ending here. This warning is not a sentence of fear but a doorway to protection, alignment, and rise. Walk through it now. I am with you. I will not abandon you to the trap of those who mistake your kindness for weakness. I will teach your hands to refuse what harms and your heart to recognize what heals. And soon, when you look back on this night, you will see how a simple decision to listen turned the tide, and how every step afterward felt like sunlight. Listen carefully, beloved. I am speaking to you in the stillness behind your breathing, in the quiet space between your heartbeats, in the hush that stands guard over your mind when the world grows loud. Do not skip this. I have watched you move through days with a brave face and a weary soul, smiling for others while your spirit strains to carry weights it never named. I have seen the glances you dismissed, the comments you laughed away, the small pricks of unease you tucked under the rug so you could keep the peace and keep your pace. Tonight I take your hand. Tonight I press light into your palms, something you can hold when the shadows posture and pretend to be more than they are. This message is for you. It is precise. It is personal. It is protective. It is given not to make you afraid but to make you aware, not to leave you anxious but to anchor you in wisdom, not to harden your heart but to sharpen your sight. Be careful. A person near the edges of your life, close enough to touch your outcomes yet far enough to hide their true intent, has planned words and moves that do not wish you well. Do not panic. Do not fuel them with fear. Breathe. I am here, and what I reveal, I also redeem. You have felt it like a chill passing through a sunny room, a switch in tone when your back is turned, a door that used to open easily now catching on its hinge, a conversation that takes from you more than it gives. You have felt it in the strange fatigue after certain interactions, the way your clarity fogs over when you agree too quickly, the way your intuition knocks and you pretend not to hear because it would be inconvenient to listen. You are not imagining this. You are not overreacting. The small alarms ringing under your ribs are instruments I tuned myself. I placed them there so that when the air shifts, you would know. You would recognize the scent of smoke before you see a flame, the rattle of a snake in the grass before it strikes. Those alarms are love, not paranoia. Those alarms are strategy, not superstition. Tonight I quiet the noise around you, and I raise the volume of your discernment within you. Hear me. You are stepping into a season where doors that were stuck will loosen, where delayed answers will begin to arrive, where favor will follow you like a shadow in the noon sun. There are people who celebrate this openly and sincerely, let their joy strengthen you. There are others who smile with their mouths but not their eyes, let your spirit notice without accusation. You don't need to expose anyone. You don't need to wrestle with tongues or chase rumors through hallways. You need only to stand where I station you, to say only what I give you, to move only at the pace I set for you. A plan formed against you has been stitched together with threads of flattery, threads of presumption, threads of pressure disguised as urgency. It cannot hold when you walk in the calm authority I give you. Your peace is armor. Your patience is shield. Your boundaries are blessed. There will be an invitation that arrives dressed as the quick solution to a slow problem. It will flatter your hunger for resolution. It will promise the shortcut and ask for your silence. Do not hand your voice to any arrangement that requires you to ignore your own knowing. I have not led you this far to abandon you at the intersection of convenience and compromise. Wait with me. I will send confirmation in 2s and 3s. I will put a witness in your path who repeats the caution your soul already carries. You will hear the same phrase from 2 different mouths who do not know each other. That repetition is the bell I will ring so you do not miss the sign. Be wise with what you share and where you place your time. Your dreams are seeds, not every soil is worthy. Your plans are blueprints, not every table is a drafting table. Your time is a currency, not every errand is an investment. I will teach you to measure with the scale of joy, not guilt. If a conversation steals your peace and sells you back confusion, it is not a conversation you owe. If a task keeps your hands busy but leaves your soul empty, it is not a task I assigned. The one who plots against you has studied your kindness and is betting on your reluctance to disappoint. Let this message sanctify your no. Let your no be a complete sentence in places where explanation would only furnish more handles for manipulation. Your no will make space for your yes, and your yes is precious. I shield you now from careless agreements. I place a guard at your lips so that you do not sign with your words what I have not signed with my spirit. I cover your name, your reputation, your creative work, your finances, your body, your home. I fortify your schedule with wisdom so that busy stops masquerading as fruitful. I give you a new cadence: listen, then move, notice, then name, check, then choose. The snares set for the impatient will miss you because you will not run. The hooks baited for the naive will not hold you because you will not bite. The fog intended for your judgment will lift because I am brightening your inner horizon. Now hear what you must do, and do it calmly. Gather your pieces back to yourself. Bring your voice into your chest and feel the weight of it, holy, needed, formidable. Choose 3 matters that need closure and bring them before me in the early morning light. Commit them openly and ask for alignment. In the next 3 days, make 1 necessary call you have delayed, and decline 1 obligation you accepted out of habit rather than conviction. Clean 1 drawer, one folder, one message thread. Order outside will mirror order within, and you will think more clearly because you have made room. Write the sentence you are afraid to write because it will make things real. Then stand, and hold your ground gently. You do not need to raise your voice to raise your standard. I am your witness. I am your defender. I am your counselor. I go where you cannot go and say what you cannot say and mend what you cannot mend. Be careful, but do not be suspicious of everyone. Fear turns a wise heart into a hard one, and I have not given you that spirit. I will help you love without letting yourself be used. I will help you be generous without being gullible. To the ones who truly care for you, you will be softer, not colder. You will be slower to promise, quicker to pray. You will speak plainly and bless freely. You will know by the fruit, peace after conversation, clarity after planning, steadiness after correction. You will recognize counterfeit by its aftertaste, urgency without clarity, flattery without honesty, proximity without loyalty. When you sense that aftertaste, excuse yourself. You own no drama, only distance. There is also healing on its way to you. Healing for the part of you that believes you must earn safety by overperforming. You do not have to perform to be protected. You do not have to shrink to be safe. You will not be punished for honoring your limits. Your limits are landmarks, they tell others where you begin and where you end. The person planning harm is counting on the fuzziness of those landmarks. Tonight I sharpen them with love. I place lamps upon them so they glow when night falls. Anyone who cannot celebrate your health cannot be trusted with your hope. Anyone who does not respect your no does not deserve your yes. I am not scolding you, I am rescuing you from cycles that stole your mornings and your sleep. Let them end here. I will also arrange a reveal. Not a public spectacle, not a vindictive display, just enough truth, in the right room, to remove confusion from your path. Expect a misplaced message to surface, a question to be asked in the hearing of the right ear, a timeline that doesn't add up to finally be checked. This will not require your theatrics. It will be the slow, simple unraveling of a thread that was never meant to hold the weight it claimed. Stand still when this happens. Do not rush to explain. Do not rush to smooth it over. Let truth breathe. It knows what to do. Truth walks on its own legs and does not need your crutches. You have wondered whether you are too late to change a pattern, too late to protect a promise, too late to salvage a relationship with yourself after years of self-betrayal. You are not too late. With me, time does not only move forward, it also redeems backward. The days the locusts thought they were feasting on were numbered long before they arrived. I declare a return, not just of what you lost, but of who you were before you learned to survive by pleasing everyone but yourself. I am returning your original brightness, the one that existed before you bartered it for acceptance. I am returning your courage to the shape it had before you trimmed it to fit rooms too small. Watch how your laughter changes, hear how your yes rings, clear, deliberate, alive. Be careful with your gates. I gate, what you watch when you are tired shapes your thresholds. Ear gate, whose voices you loop in your spare moments fix your expectations. Mouth gate, the story you tell about yourself becomes the map those around you use to treat you. Tonight, change the map. Speak of yourself with the reverence I use. Not lofty words, but accurate ones, chosen, learning, growing, discerning, unfinished but fully loved. When you refer to your future, refer to it as though I authored it, because I did. Call your days blessed not because they are easy but because I am present inside them. Announce your path straight not because there are no curves but because I am leveling out what would have tripped you in another season. You will soon stand in a room where your name is mentioned without you there to defend it. You will not need to appear. I am ordaining an ally you have not fully noticed, someone who has quietly watched your consistency and is prepared to say, that is not accurate. When they speak, the momentum of rumor will slow and direction will change. Honor this ally in your heart and keep moving. Not every defense requires a duel. Sometimes it requires only that you keep doing the work I gave you, keep tending what is yours to tend, keep showing up honest and on time. Innocence is a plow, and it will carve you rows of favor. As for the one planning harm, release them into my hands. You do not have to curse them, imagine their ruin, or track their steps. Set your boundary and entrust justice to me. I know where the roots snapped in their own story. I know what they are grasping for in the dark and why they prefer control to connection. Your task is to remove your shoulder from the yoke they fashioned for you and to step out of the choreography they set. Do it gently, do it firmly, do it now. I will reroute them away from your field. If they repent, I will heal them. If they do not, I will limit them. Either way, your portion remains protected. Strengthen your daily practices. Wake the morning before the noise and put your day in my hands with simple words you can remember when you are pressured. Light first, truth only, peace always. Carry those words like a key in your pocket. When someone tries to rush you into a yes, touch the key. When someone tries to shame you for your no, touch the key. When confusion tries to swell like a tide in your chest, touch the key. You will feel the calm return, the focus sharpen. Your body will learn that safety is not the absence of threat but the presence of wisdom. That wisdom is my gift to you. There will be a gift soon, a real one, from a clean heart. Accept it. You do not have to prove that you are strong by doing without kindness. Let good people do good by you. Let yourself be seen without performing. The more you receive in purity, the faster your discernment will separate whisper from warning, ally from actor. Gratitude is also armor. It keeps your gaze on what I am doing rather than on what others are plotting. I am weaving a table for you in the presence of anxiety, and I am anointing your head with the ability to think clearly under pressure. Your cup will not only be full, it will teach you how to pour without draining yourself. Before you sleep, forgive yourself for all the times you noticed and still stayed. Forgive yourself for the times you taught people that your silence was agreement when it was survival. Forgive yourself for handing out discounts on your dignity because you were afraid of being alone. You did the best you could with the tools you had. Now I am upgrading your tools. I am placing in your hands the hammer of clarity, the level of alignment, the tape of timing, the pencil of patience, the eraser of regret. With these you will build differently. With these you will refuse to be hurried into houses that are beautiful but unsafe. With these you will pull up the nails of old vows you made against yourself, vows like, I must be easy to love, I must never upset the room, I must accept crumbs so I won't starve. Break them now in my name. You are allowed to be a whole person, even if someone loses their grip on you because of it. There is nothing fragile about you when you are with me. You are tender and you are tenacious. You are gracious and you are grounded. You are gentle and you are guarded by truth. Be careful, yes, but not cramped. Be aware, yes, but not anxious. Be selective, yes, but not suspicious. I am teaching you the art of the open gate with a wise lock. You will be accessible to love and inaccessible to exploitation. You will be approachable to honesty and unreachable to manipulation. Those who come with clean hands will find your door easy, those who come with nets will find no place to anchor them. And if, in the days ahead, the plan against you rises like a wave and tries to throw its shadow over your afternoon, remember this: shadows have no substance where the light is direct. Turn your face toward me. Say out loud, quietly if you must, boldly if you can, I belong to the light. Say it again until your breath slows. Then do the next right thing, the small honest thing, the simple faithful thing in front of you. That is how mountains move. That is how snares loosen. That is how rumors wither. That is how a heart that once trembled begins to trust its own steady beat. I am not far. I am not silent. I am not late. I am here in the precise moment you needed this message, here with the resources you feared you lacked, here with guidance that will make the narrow path wider beneath your feet. Be careful, beloved, and be courageous. Keep your eyes open and your shoulders relaxed. Guard your peace like a priceless heirloom. Let your boundaries be the fences around a garden that will soon burst with new color. You will not be taken by surprise, you will be taken by blessing. You will not be undone by the schemes of the small, you will be remade by the strength of the sacred. Rest now in this certainty: what was meant to break you will become the chapter that builds you. And when dawn comes, and it will, step into it knowing that your steps are ordered, your name is covered, your path is protected, and your future is not in the hands of the one who plans harm but in mine, which have only ever planned good.